a new custom shop Charvel guitar? Hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Shredder channel. This is not a Charvel. This is actually the new BZK-024 model guitar from a brand new company called Boya and Ziqi. And this is an absolutely premium budget level guitar. I'm going to go over all the specs and everything on this guitar, and I'm going to explain why exactly I'm calling it a premium budget guitar. But before I do that, I want you guys to check out the all new jam that I wrote and recorded on this guitar just for this video. Check it out. Alright guys, I want to start off by saying that this guitar immediately jumped out at me when I saw it on Amazon recently. Why? Because it checks off all the boxes for me personally. Body shape, dinky. You know that I love the dinkies. Dinky is my favorite shape. 2 humbuckers, 2-point floating trim, 24 fret neck, everything that I personally love in a good shred guitar. Now this currently sells for $389 on Amazon. And before you go thinking, well that's kind of expensive for an Amazon guitar, not really for this one when you really look at what it has on it. All the premium parts and features. This is not a $200 guitar because practically everything on here is upgraded. So yeah, it's a $389 guitar. So what we've got is a mahogany body, a burl poplar top. This finish is what they call the hot magma. It comes in one other color, which they call summer ocean. Look at the finish, guys. It is absolutely stunning. It is just, it's amazing. They did a great job on the finish, on the color, the transparent finish. You can see the burl underneath. It, you know, blends into the other colors. It's just great. I really like it. Now the neck is a 5-piece roasted maple neck with a laurel fretboard. Now remember, I said everything on here, practically everything on here is upgraded and premium for what you would get at this price for an affordable guitar. The bridge is really nice. It's a great 2-point floating bridge. It's got brass saddles. The bar pushes in, it doesn't screw in, and there's a little screw right there that you can tighten or loosen to adjust, like, do you want the bar to hang tight or you want the bar hanging loose. And in the back, guys, it's got an upgraded, really solid block. In the bridge position, we've got an Alnico 5. in the neck position and alnico 2. For the controls, we've got a volume, a tone, a 3-way blade switch, and a push-pull pot that lets you alternate between a humbucker and a single coil. Moving on down to the headstock, we've got a real bone nut, and they did a good job on the nut. The nut is all good. Good quality tuners with a ratio of 18:1. That means they turn really smooth, they don't stick. Tuning stability is pretty good. It's not a double locking bridge, so if you do crazy dive bomb whammy action, yeah, it's probably gonna go out of tune. But just the little like subtle whammy vibrato that I like to do, it stays in tune pretty good. All right guys, the frets. I have to talk about the frets. This has stainless steel frets, and the company takes great pride in their fretwork on the guitars. If you go to the Amazon page and read what they say about the frets, they've got a whole explanation about how they do the frets and why they do the frets this way. It's pretty interesting. And unlike some other companies nowadays, affordable guitars, you know how they're doing like the ball end frets where they're rounded off, like pre-rounded off before they even put them on the neck? That is not the case on this guitar. In fact, they do that purposely because their position is that those pre-rounded off, those ball frets, they're not good. If you go to the Amazon page, they worded it a lot better than I can word it. They've got a long explanation. It makes a lot of sense. It's very convincing that you shouldn't have those rounded off frets. They hand polish these frets, so the frets are nice and shiny, good. I was able to get low action without a bunch of fret buzz. It's comfortable to play. As far as the size of the frets, they're medium jumbo. And when I run my fingers up and down the fretboards, there's maybe a tiny bit of sharp edges, but nothing major. I was able to play it comfortably. I don't even notice it when I'm playing it. It's just like when I go like this, I can feel a little bit of sharp edges. But even if you have that, that is such an easy thing to fix. And when I went over it with my fret rocker to see if there were any high frets or uneven frets, a little bit here and there, but not much, barely noticeable. I was still able to get like low action, the way I like it, without any fret buzz. Now if you're saying like, man, this looks an awful lot like the Charvel DK-24s. Yeah, they're giving you the features that you would find on a Charvel DK-24, the 2-point floating trim, the 2 humbuckers, 24 frets, roasted maple neck, all that stuff at a much more affordable price. Take a look at this Charvel right here. This is one of the actual Charvel models. Guess how much that sells for? $1,300. Now I'm not gonna sit here and say this guitar is just as good as the Charvel. You're gonna get exactly what you would get on that guitar, but it's only gonna cost you $389. No, that would be ridiculous to say that. I'm not gonna say that. But is the Charvel like $1,000 better? And that I'm not so sure about. And quite frankly, let's be honest guys, not everybody can afford to drop $1,300 on a new guitar. Is the Charvel better? Yes, absolutely. I'm sure it is. Of course. But is it $1,000 better? I don't think so. Bottom line guys, it's beautifully made, very well crafted, premium upgraded parts, bridge, pickups. They do a great job on the frets, bone nut, 5-piece roasted maple neck. It is a major bang for buck on this guitar. The only thing that I should mention guys is that the neck profile, the thickness of the neck, it is not quite as thin as you're gonna find on like the Charvel DK-24. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit chunkier. However, it did not bother me when I played it. It was still comfortable. You heard me play it in the jam. I can still shred on it because the fretwork is good, because everything else is put together so well. It still plays and feels good. But just keep that in mind in case you're considering this. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps it up for the all-new Boya and Ziqi BZK-024 guitar. See you next time.